Hi, welcome to part 6 of the Fireworks Dash 2017. It's just a few extra additions. I went down to The Range and over to Lidl. I think they're the two best sort of supermarket style retailers that have the best fireworks offerings and certainly the best value. I don't think I'll be shopping at either Tesco, Sainsbury's, Morrison's or Asda. Because their offerings aren't particularly good and not really value for money. Although Aldi's a possibility, but I do have enough fireworks for this year. So I bought quite a few of these little things, Oriental stars, like a Roman candle really, but in a miniaturized form and in cake form, and ideal if you buy them in numbers and set them off as part of a finale board, which is what I'm planning to do. So as it says, 96 shots. It's only a category 2, so you spectators can be quite close to it, and it's a fairly tame firework. There's a few comets and I think a bit of crackling as well, just nothing too over the top, but as a cluster they're quite effective and very cheap. I think they're about £3.50, something like that. They were cheaper last year, but as you know, everything's gone up with inflation. Also from The Range, picked up 4 of these sizzling sentinels. Not as colourful as the Oriental stars, but as the title suggests, there's a bit of noise associated with them, crackles. And I thought they would be quite nice with the crackle phase of the display that I'm going to plan on doing on the board I'm making. So we've got 4 of those. I might hold 2 back for next year. I don't know, because it might be a bit overkill with 4 going off at the same time. But again, I think they're about £5, if that. So not bad value for money. And again, category 2. Moving on, I had this last year, Battle of Midway. And I was really impressed with it actually. It's only category 2 again, so if you've got a smaller garden, I would say this is probably an ideal way to finish it really. It's a fan barrage, some nice breaks, and ideal for a small garden display towards the end of it, I would suggest, because it's got a bit of variation. And it's £17.50, something like that. It's really good value for money, I think. So yeah, it's so good. I got it again this year. I'm not sure where in the display I'm going to put this. I might put it even in with the Cap 3 stuff towards the end, because it's good enough, in my opinion. So looking forward to that. And then we went over to Lidl. And Lidl stock a brand, let's just move this out of the way, called Veco Fireworks, German brand, very good quality. And they've started doing compound fireworks. And I suppose for those of you who don't know, a compound firework is, as this little picture shows here, several cakes fused together to try and create some sort of seamless section of display. So I think this lasts 75 seconds. So it saves you having to go and light 1, 2, 3 cakes separately. They'll just all go off in sequence off one light. So the idea is a good one really. I'm not too sure with the bigger stuff it necessarily works, and certainly not value for money wise from what I've seen. But I've only seen Redemption fired, I think it was, and I wasn't impressed with that. So with the smaller ones, there's only Veco that do them, as far as I'm aware. They also do a slightly larger one. This was £20. They do one for £25, which is called Ghostbusters, which I had last year, and again was good. It's not going to set the world on fire, but it's good duration. So if you want to extend the time of your display, then a couple of these are going to do the job very, very well indeed, and for not much money. I know everyone raves about the NEC content of these, which for the money is good. We'll see if we can find it. It's there somewhere anyway. So it's a good NEC content, but what you've got to bear in mind is the length of time this is going to be on for. So, you know, a high NEC content in something that's lasting 30 seconds is going to produce a very punchy and large break sort of display, whereas this over 75 seconds is not going to carry the same impact. And I think it's a Cat 2, so we'll try and open this now. Hang on, I'll just pause. So, yep, back again. Single fuse in, and then 1, 2, 3 cakes. And the NEC, I just saw it a minute ago. Is it round the back? Here. There you go, 478 grams. For something that's £20, it's an absolute bargain, really. I mean, the tubes are tiny, really. Not very big at all. But for duration, and something a bit different from your display, I'd certainly recommend this or Ghostbusters, or both, if you've got the money. Certainly better than buying a few of the rubbishy little cakes that you can get as part of a pack. I'd rather have something like this for the same money. Can't go wrong with Vecco Fireworks. I've used their Cyberbox and a few other bits before, and I have to say it's probably the best of the retail bunch. So they're my additions now. That should pretty much complete the stash. I don't plan on buying any more now, so I think 6 videos is enough. Alright, take care guys.